O you believers? Does the seed know what it will become? What seed has any idea what's going to happen about it? What it is supposed to become? If it is a seed of a tomato, may it be a seed of a cucumber. I'm going to become a cucumber. No cucumber lady is ever going to say that. No seed knows anything about itself. Who knows something about that seed and about itself? What it will become? What's supposed to become of it? What the farmer does. The farmer that puts the seed into the ground, that is nourishing the seed with such a heavenly care and so much work he invests into that seed. That little seed shall turn into a huge and wonderful, great, fruits-bearing tree. The seed itself will never achieve that out of itself to become like that, my brother. But the farmer knows it. The farmer knows, or the gardener even knows about the seed. They look at the seed. How can we turn this seed into a tomato? How to care for it? How to treat the seed of a cucumber for it to turn into a cucumber? How to treat that of a spring into a sprinkler? And the gardener knows all about this, and accordingly, he will take care of it. And the seeds are not supposed to complain, like, why am I being treated differently than the other seeds around me? Why am I being taken care of differently than the other seeds? Why is it happening this to me and what's happening that to that? No one is complaining. All seeds are happy that at least something is happening to them. Something great is happening to them. Those really smart seeds. Something great is growing out of it. Something that is so miraculous and so wonderful. What a wonderfully beautiful things. And no seed that turned into a tree that's bearing fruit will ever say, "Oh, I became a tree out of myself like that." But there was the farmer, the gardener was at work. The sole existence is because of the farmer or the gardener. That's how it is. The one who took care of it, that actually made it grow so great, that put so much work into them, that this tree shall get so much from its fruits, that so much people can gain from the fruits of the tree. What do you think who you are, or you people? Were you always something so big, something so tall, or were you once at some time a seedling? What were you before? Something small, invisible seed? How small is such a human seed? Can you see it with a telescope, or do you need a microscope for that? If both don't work, you need a horoscope. Like to see a seed in itself. My brother, what were you before? Were you a seed? I was always great and big. No. Like once you were a small seed yourself. And then you came out. And you took care. You were taken care of. day and night you were taken care of. And you made so much problems, and still with mercy and grace you were taken care of. With so much love and grace. And still you made so much troubles. Your mother, or your father. And still they didn't give you up. They still kept on going to take care of you, so that you shall become someone. That something should become out of it, so that something can become of you. You alone will never be able to do so. Nobody out of themselves can ever turn into a tree. And then to even bear fruit. There's so many trees that don't even bear any fruit. And then to actually turn into a tree that bears fruits. That is a specialty. And it's so special in itself. Among all the trees. You can even claim, oh, I'm useful. I'm useful to everyone. But you are not. Not like I am. And all trees will also start among them. I get more fruits than you do. You are all foul. I'm not foul. Like, why are you so foul? Why am I so foul? I don't know. Because I had a gardener's hand at me, and you didn't have a gardener. You were all by yourself, and then you turned rotten. So without the hand of a master gardener, the tree, that someone is coming time to time and actually is pruning that tree. That if there is no hand that turns that wild fruit tree into a good tree, you will always stay wild with bitter fruit that nobody wants to have. And even if they take fruits from you, you're just gonna be, they will gonna vomit, and you cannot be eatable. But if a tree is actually in the care and hands of a gardener who gets sweet fruits and is useful for everyone, and everybody gets, and they even can last for years and hundreds of years. So what do you want, oh you humans? Oh, you wild trees of humans. Oh, you are in the first stage of a seed. Oh, you people that are just made of wood-headed people. No, I don't want to be wood-headed. Well, then let yourself be taken care of. Being taken care of in the hands of a gardener that has a divine mastery, who and then works on you. And he doesn't want any payment of you. What? The gardener. Does he want any payment from the fruit tree? From whom does he want to do it? From the owner of the tree. The owner of the garden. The gardener has been employed by the owner of the garden, not by the tree. The tree. That tree is never able to pay for him being taken care of. He will never be able to. He has to be taken care of. He just has to let himself become great, but he can never ever pay for that. He can only show gratefulness. All in silence. The gardener, he will never claim anything from the trees that he's taking care of. He is being paid by his boss. So who is the gardener, who is the boss, and who is the tree? Now the question arises. Who is the seed? Remember, You once were nothing. And don't claim to be big now. A wooden plank always claims to be something, but he's still not useful. You have to be useful to the people. So those going to hell are those useless that stood like a wood clunk around and weren't useful to others and never even tried to turn themselves into. No gardener is allowed to touch me. No farmer is allowed to touch me. Okay, well, then you're gonna stay just mere wood. But it hurts. Those errors, the errors hurt. No, that you had to be hacked and you had to be slided and everything. You have to be made beautiful. Oh, I don't want to be treated like that. Well, then you still gone a non-fruit bearing tree. Oh, are just going to be useful to be firewood. May Allah give us good understanding, and that we shall have understood everything. The prophets are the gardeners. The saints are the gardeners of the Lord. And we humans, all of us humans, we are the seeds of the gardeners. If we allow the gardener or the farmer to take care of us, then we shall become something great, something useful, fruit-bearing even. If not, well then we are only going to be useful for fire.